DNA test, turns out I'm 100%. I am not a marshmallow! God damn it, I son of a really just don't understand.
Hi Ducklings! If you guys don't know, I got Ducky as a rehome 7.5 years ago. His previous owner had told me that he was part Maltese, so I decided to finally do a DNA test on him. We're doing the Embark Breed and Health DNA test. It looks at over 350 breeds and more than 190 genetic health conditions and traits. It comes with a swab with a unique barcode and an envelope to mail it back. Here are the directions for the cheek swab, and now let's swab his cheek. After that's all done, it's time to ship it off to get tested, and watch part 2 that's now up on my channel for the results.
Wow.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%. Krabby Patty! I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Capable of making my very own decisions about whether and when to have a baby.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Black. Black, black, black. Yeah. Hey. Okay, black, 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 black on black, black my face. Hey man, check it out, I got a fish on. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% redneck. You can find me at the creek. Yeah, you got city problems, I feel bad for you, son. Who me? Yeah, you know I got my dog and my gun. Could've been a country boy, but you a yuppie. Stressing over money, got you flopping like a guppy.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
A good boy.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% squishy.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Jacob Sartorius.
You can wear my sweatshirt. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
South African.
Sister Bettina, yebari, yebari si, lubu shobe tu, yebari si, lubu shobe tu. Kwam, shahab.
Me?
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Your DNA results came back 87% Asian. 83% of that was Asia East, but you had 13% that was Pacific Islander, which is 13% Polynesian.
Wow.
Polynesian, if you look at.
No, I've never known that. Wait, there's a little PI in me? Like,
Yes, there's a little PI
you
in
guys, I always wondered where there was like a weird little side of some swag that I'm not sure where it came from.
Now you know.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
King of Pop.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
British.
Have a little faith in me, yeah, it's all I need, yeah. Baby, you're...
Ni hao ma. Sheshe. Wu ani.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
A good boy.
You're such a good. Who's a good boy? I am a good boy. I like my chew toy. I like bringing joy. Desperado. Sitting in a old Monte Carlo. A man whose heart is hollow. Take it easy. I'm not trying to go.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Bad bitch, you can't kill me.
My way, or the highway, my.
Why you great till you gotta be great? Woo. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that kid.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Too old for this.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping.
I just took a DNA test,
British.
Have a little faith in me, yeah, it's all I need, yeah. Baby, you're all. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
Ogre.
And then I saw her face. I'm a believer.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
I'm rich, bitch.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Dog.
There are lots of kinds of dogs, they're everywhere you go. They're big and small and in between, and some of them you know.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
A TikToker.
I got the horses in the back.
Julie, heard you got that drip, 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 drip.
You was at the club.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm a
Bad boy, and it's plain to see. So why do good girls fall in love with me?
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
German.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
It's Britney, bitch.
Oops, I did it again to your heart. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
A TikToker.
I got the horses in the back.
Julie, heard you got that drip, 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 drip.
You was at the club.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Catholic.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
French.
Douce France, cher pays de mon enfance, bercé de tendresse.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Canadian, eh?
We say hey, you say y'all. Yeah, we both got pro football. Except we got big balls and a longer field.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Weird.
I just took a DNA test, turns out.
When it comes to 3-year-old Isaiah, Pierre, you are the father.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Jacob Sartorius.
You can wear my sweatshirt.
Hi, I'm Natalie, and I went to get a wax today for the first time in 6 months. My esthetician of 6 years has quit and gone on to sell real estate. Congratulations, Cynthia. I'm really happy for you. So today I got to have the cooter convo with someone new underneath fluorescent lights. She seemed nice enough until I heard her tell me that she does this part-time, and then I got a little nervous. Just a little nervous. Here are 3 actual things she said to me during our appointment today. Oops. What the fuck do you mean, oops? Where did it go? Wow, that's thick. I'm gonna personally take that as a compliment considering I've always had thin hair, so at least I'm doing it well somewhere. And finally, for the very last strip, she says, do you have any Italian in you? And when I tell you I laughed so hard that I made a fart bubble out of the wax that was over my asshole, I'm not kidding you. So Cynthia, please come back. This isn't
Russian.
time to find out what I truly am. Let's do it. My nipple. Okay, technical difficulties done. Box is open. First, you need to activate your kit's online. Account is made, and now it's time for the fun part. So you can't eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum 30 minutes before doing this, and I just ate, so we're gonna wait. It's time to start. So now I have to fill this whole thing with saliva. To that line. On to the next step. Replace the cap with this one. Tightening it releases the and now you just shake for 5 seconds. Sealing it. She's ready.
I just took a DNA test.
Was it good?
I just took a DNA test.
Yeah?
I just took a DNA test.
Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%.
It says that he's a cow.
I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%.
DNA test for what? Bubba, it's just a TikTok trend. You are Chinese and Laotian. It's just for the video. You know what? You are accident.
So a couple of weeks ago, I gave my dog one of those doggy DNA tests, and here's what I found out.
All right, Toby dog, we're gonna figure out what your breed is. Let's do this. So I've got this special envelope that I've set aside. So Toby, let's open it up and see what this says, huh? All right. Okay, Toby.
You are not.
First off, he is 100% purebred Maremma. There were some rumors going around that he was maybe a Great Pyrenees or maybe part wolf. None of that was true. He's purebred Maremma for as far back as they can trace. Second, I was able to look at his health history and see if he had any genetic conditions. The good news is, even though they tested him for more than 100 different genetic conditions, none of them showed up positive, and he looks like he's going to have a long and healthy life.
I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%
pregnant.
This is why I'm fat. This is why I'm fat. This is why I'm fat.
Olá pessoal, olha só que legal, esse é um exame de DNA que detecta a origem da sua família. Se você, como eu, não sabe nada sobre a origem deles, esse exame pode ser muito útil para você também. Aqui no conteúdo da caixinha vem como se fossem 2 cotonetes, 2 vidrinhos, um pacotinho e esse envelope aqui é onde você manda para eles assim que estiver pronto o exame. Basta você coletar sua saliva da sua bochecha durante 30 segundos, aí assim que você fizer isso, você vai colocar nesse vidrinho aqui, ó. Você quebra o cotonete e vai mandar para eles e resultados vêm em 2 semanas. Eu mal posso esperar para saber a origem da minha família.
Fat and ugly and unattractive.
I just took a DNA test.
So who are you? Oh, that was a song. I'm sorry.
I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%.
A TikToker.
I got the horses in the back. Julie, heard you got that drip.
You was at the club. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%.
A potato.
I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%.
Spend every day like this. Just doing what we want to, when we want to, how you want to, if you want to. Let's spend every day like this. Okay, let's spend.
Okay, tell me something that's really embarrassing that happened to you.
Oh man, I've been waiting to tell this story. So I studied biology, and in my final year at uni I had to take a swab from my mouth, extract the DNA and run it on a plate. If you had one line, you were female because the X chromosome is the same length, and the Y chromosome is shorter, so you'll get 2 lines on your plate. Simple as that. So runs my plate, and there's 2 lines on it. And I don't understand why it's come up that I'm a boy. So I asked the lecturer, and he goes to me, I don't know, why would there be male DNA in your mouth? He kept a straight face, and still to this day, I cringe about that interaction. Ooh.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% Turkish. Just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% Turkish.
There goes my heart beating, and you are the reason I'm losing sleep. Please come back now. There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see.
Have you guys ever had your spouse say something so stupid and you just want to prove them wrong? My husband said we're never going to have a German Shepherd ever again because it would be a disgrace to our current German Shepherd and nothing would compare to her. She's a better dog than any other dog. Of course, everybody thinks their dog is better than every other dog. He thinks that she is a mutt mixed with a whole bunch of different stuff. And I was like, why? And he was like, because she doesn't shed as much as a German Shepherd. She talks way more than a German Shepherd, so she's definitely part husky. I was like, have you met a husky? Do you know how much they shed? She would shed more if she was part husky. So I bought this little doggy DNA test that we're about to send out. I'll let you guys know what she comes back as. I've always wondered.
My mama called, see you on TV. Sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% squishy.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
A TikToker.
I got the horses in the back.
Julie, heard you got that drip, 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 drip. You was at the club.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
A TikToker.
I got the horses in the back.
Julie, heard you got that drip, 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 drip. You was at the club.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% squishy.
4-minute break, so good show.
I gotta go swim, bye.
All right, thank you.
I just took a DNA test.
Turns out I'm a...
What'd you say?
I took a DNA test.
Yeah, what'd you find out?
I found out I'm 100% that bitch.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Australia.
What you are. Time to get them lips juicy. Oh yeah, get in there nice and deep like.
Is that good? Is that 15 seconds?
Look at the cheese.
I know.
Time to let these bad boys dry.
Nobody touch them.
32 pounds? No way. Time to make an account and send these bad boys off. Oh yeah.
Time to send it off.
Confirmation. Results are in. About time to find out what you are. What the hell? Chihuahua! Oh yeah, you in that sweet spot. 32 pounds. They gave my man a family tree. I had my money on 15%.
Took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Gamer.
Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna.
Now what if I told you one of your ancient ancestors lives inside of you? In a way. All men are born with a Y chromosome, and this chromosome is inherited from the father. But you see, what's interesting is that this part of your DNA comes to you unchanged from your father, and it came to him unchanged from his father, and this goes back generations and generations. It's sort of passed down to you like your last name is from your father. So if you know what your Y DNA is, you're able to look back thousands and thousands of years to where this chromosome first mutated and your lineage first began. For example, my own Y DNA is J2B2, which comes from the J2 branch, which originated in ancient Mesopotamia thousands of years ago. But what's more interesting is that all Y DNA can be traced back to one common ancestor that lived 80 to 100,000 years ago in East Africa.
Charlie, are you there? Charlie, Jesus!
Huh?
What?
I just took a DNA test. Turns out.
I'm 100% that bitch.
Yeah.
When I'm crying
Okay, yeah, I got
that's a human.
She's fucking that food up. Roxanne! Roxanne!
All she ever wanted to do
Roxanne! Roxanne!
All she wanted to do is party on.
Heute machen Tristan und ich endlich den MyHeritage DNA-Test. Im Kit enthalten sind jeweils 2 Wattestäbchen und dazugehörig 2 Kanülen mit Flüssigkeit, die den Speichel später transportfähig machen. Man benutzt nun auf jeder Backeninnenseite 1 der Stäbchen. Als nächstes steckt man das angefeuchtete Ende in die dazugehörige Flüssigkeit und bricht dieses ab, verschraubt das Gefäß gut. Als letztes seht ihr, wie das alles zusammengepackt aussieht und wieder in die Post wandert. Wir sind gespannt.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
A TikToker.
I got the horses in the back. Julie, heard you got that drip.
You was at the club. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%. Boss chick. I'm a boss chick.
If a man pays for child support and then later finds out the child isn't his, even though he signed the birth certificate, he should no longer be required to pay for child support. But
he signed the birth certificate, so now that's a contract. It's his responsibility.
you see, like, it's a contract, right? But it's a contract signed under false pretense. Like, he didn't know the child wasn't his. And I just don't think that he should be forced to take care of a child that's not his if he chooses not to.
Okay, but think about it from the child's perspective. Now you're putting him in a weird position.
I didn't put that child in a weird position. The mother put that child in a weird position. She knew what she was doing. But, okay, all right, what do you guys think? Even if he signed the birth certificate, even though it's not his child, is he still required to pay child support or no?
Hey, you made your own lunch.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you.
The bus is here. Gotta go, Mom.
Okay, honey, have a great day.
Look in your bag. They do something.
It's more than just that.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Australia.
Launches from 55! A monster! Will he keep going? Will he go? He's kicked the goal! What a beauty!
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Bad bitch, you can't kill me.
My way or the highway, my way.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% fucking single and lonely.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Okay, so we get this question a lot, and if you've been following us, you know that lady was adopted, so we don't know a whole lot about her. We don't know her breed or where she came from. We don't know a lot of her medical history, except for she had 4 kittens, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, so we got this cat DNA test from Base Paws, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. Like, I told my dentist, you guys, I told people at the gym that I was giving my cat a DNA test, and I know I've crossed like so many crazy cat lady lines at this point, but I don't even care. You know, people need to know about this. So it comes in this little kit, and it has a little swab that you'll see, but it's going to tell us stuff about her breed and also health indicators, which I'm very excited about. So you kind of swab your cat's cheek. She kind of bit it and licked it. I didn't get very good content of that, but we are so excited. Look at this face. We can't wait to find out more. And follow us along if you want to know too.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm a bad boy and it's plain to see. So why do good girls fall in love with me? I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
British.
Have a little faith in me, yeah, it's all I need, yeah. Baby, you're all.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
Romanian.
a good boy. I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
Australian.
Took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% squishy.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
a TikToker.
I got the horses in the back. Heard you got that drip, 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 drip.
So Kitty has a best friend, right?
Yes.
What's her best friend's name?
Penny.
Is Penny your best friend?
Is Penny your best friend?
Yeah.
Do you
So
like Penny?
what kind of dog do you think Penny is?
I don't know.
Just give me your best guess.
Well, what is the...
There's like, it's 3 plus mutt, but it's equal parts mutt and then 3
German
purebreds. Okay, you got one.
I got one?
Yeah, German Shepherd, yeah.
I don't know. Some cattle herding dog?
Okay, that's a good guess. And the last one?
Australian Shepherd.
Okay, so she's part German Shepherd, Golden Retriever,
No.
and Pit Bull.
No.
She's a Pit Bull.
You're kidding me.
Your best friend's a Pit Bull.
So, final guesses. Do you think we're identical or fraternal?
The doctor said over and over again that you were fraternal.
Okay.
Fraternal.
Fraternal?
Mhm.
Sorry.
All right, well,
we're identical. So that's the thing there. So it shows all those genes are the same. 99.9999995, and the chance that we're identical twins is 212,207,421 to 1.
I am so calling the doctor.
All right.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% damn.
Okay, I am shocked. I did a dog DNA test for Tyson. Everyone, including myself, I always thought he was a Rottweiler. And in the comments, you guys are always asking what type of dog he is. So I think I'm going to share the results. You'll be shocked.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
Canadian, eh?
We say hey, you say y'all. Yeah, we both got pro football. Except we got big balls and a longer field.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
Argentinian.
I took a real DNA test on Helix. I'm 86.5% African, 10% European, and 5% ugly, of course. And fat.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% Turkish. I just took a DNA test, turns out
I'm a motherfucking train wreck.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%
A good boy.
We're such a good. Who's a good boy? I am a good boy.
Our oldest daughter is African American and adopted, and when she got her profile from her birth mother, it said that her maternal grandmother was from the Caribbean. When our daughter got her 23andMe DNA ancestry test back, it showed that most of her ancestry was from West and Southwest Africa, which is to be expected since that's where most Africans were forced from their homes into bondage to North America. She had some European, but she also had some East African, which is actually kind of rare in African Americans because most of those Africans were forced into bondage to other places of the world. So we did some sleuthing. Slave Voyages is a database of the slave trade with specific ships, the places they came from and the places they went. We did some searching and we found only one ship that came from East Africa to North America, and it specifically came to the Caribbean. So she found out that maybe that's where some of her ancestry came from, and it was very interesting for her.